What's up, guys? So today's video is my resolution check-in thing that I do once a month. If you haven't seen one of these videos before, basically it is it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a monthly check-in on the resolutions I made at the beginning of the year to sort of track my progress towards the sort of end goal that I set myself when I made my resolutions. Because obviously resolutions are things you want to accomplish by the end of the year, and by doing these check-ins I sort of help break each one of those down into 12 steps to try and keep track. So I'm going to let the intro play, and then we will get straight into these. Alright, so the first one obviously is my the romance relationships one. So that one, I sort of came to had a bit of an epiphany about that one this month, and it downgraded from one of my higher priority resolutions to my lowest priority resolution. It is one that I'm going to be able to have it accomplished whether or not I'm single or in a relationship or anywhere in between by the end of the year. Really doesn't matter what my marital status is by the end of the year. I have accomplished this one. Purely by being like myself, basically, because the resolution itself is just being open to love. So yeah, but as far as the dating life itself goes, that's the whole other story. And it was a bit of a roller coaster this month, which obviously ended with me coming to that epiphany. Next on the list is my my career. Where's my head tonight? My career resolution. I'm sorry. It's tea with honey and it helps keep my cough at bay. He says as a cough comes on. Yeah, so career. We've actually made quite a few strides this month as far as this one's concerned. So where not a lot happened on the first resolution, quite a bit happened for the second. And so yeah, trying to think of all the accomplishments that I made. None of them come to mind. It's right there. I did a where'd I put it? It's over there somewhere now. I did a training course thing, head office had a training course thing that I did. So I'm now officially trained in another new area, which now brings my grand total to, I think it's about 5 now, that I'm trying, 5 different areas of the store that I'm trained in. Which literally means that the only other thing they can do as far as training is concerned is give me the promotion that I applied for at the beginning of the year. So basically, one way or another, I'm gonna be moving up soon. So, you know, I'm not completely counting get a promotion out as a failed resolution, because it could still yet happen. As I said, made a couple of really good strides on that this month. Next one is health and happiness. I'm going to try and spend 1 minute on each, just to keep this video moving, while I've managed to order all of my thoughts, because my head's all over the place tonight. So with health, obviously I had a bit of a flu the last week or so. I'm getting over that now, and as far as my other medical conditions go, I've got it's really far down. I thought it was up higher. I've got you can barely see it, heart monitor on. There's another one right here. Right next to my nipple. And the heart monitor itself is sitting just here. And it is currently making sure that it's not low blood pressure causing episodes. They kind of had hoped that by putting one on they might be able to catch an episode, because it was supposed to monitor me for an entire month. And I don't think I've had one yet, and I've only got a week left with it. So basically means that there's no evidence to support the theory that it's low blood pressure, which means that the neurologist is allowed to continue believing what she believes, and that it's epilepsy, despite the fact that there's no history of epilepsy in my family, but there is a history of low blood pressure. As for mental health, I am going to make a completely separate video on that, because I tried doing this video before and it ended up getting to 40 minutes before I realised that I was only halfway through my list of things. And yeah, what I can say for it though is that I'm going to be doing a video a day during May, because there's 31 things on my list, 31 days in May. I'm going to do a one day sort of thing. I'm also going to still do, so there'll be one video per item on that list, and they will be one a day. But then in addition, I will also be doing my regularly scheduled Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos. So May's going to have a lot of content for you guys. If you don't want to miss out on that, definitely make sure you hit that subscription button and the notification bell, so that you are alerted when I upload new videos. And yeah, I will be able to divulge all of that information to you guys then. The final one is finances. This, along with my career one, entangle a little bit here, because the goal for the financial one is to save up enough money by the end of the year to be able to buy camera equipment so I can go and do proper photography and make proper films and edit them on the computer and actually use my Cert 3 in film the way that I was, you know, shown that it was to be done, sort of thing. So, which means that you guys would be able to get actual short films, like original short films from me. Make the subscription a little bit more worth it, let's be a little bit honest there. But also at the same time, it would also then basically give me the equipment to start my own photography, videography business, taking photos and videos of events like weddings and stuff, family photos, you know, like advertising and that sort of thing. Get myself into a couple of little different spots with that. Could be really cool. And then obviously being self-employed would then allow me to sort of go where I want to go, be where I want to be, or with who I want to be with, that sort of thing. So then that would allow me to sort of focus more on the other ones as well. And yeah, so I'm doing pretty well with that. I'm at the point now though that tax return is essential to buffer this back up. But also I've got to go and re-budget on some things and cancel some subscriptions that I'm no longer using, like my gym membership, and that sort of thing, so that I can save a little bit more to try and still salvage it, because it's still salvageable, but it's definitely past the point of salvageable without tax return. 100% tax return has to be saved now. So there's no mid-year shopping spree, unfortunately. But yeah, other than that, I've pretty much covered everything. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up for me. I've already asked you to hit the subscription button for the absolute onslaught of content that May has coming. But if you would also like even more content than that, you can follow the links in the description there below. My dog just tried clawing at the door. But yeah, my Instagram, I'm gonna try and start getting into more than just nature photography. I'm gonna try getting into a little bit more sort of urban and artistic stuff as we progress towards the end of the year. Because there's a couple of cool places around town and stuff that I can think of. So we'll get into that as we go along. So there'll be a slight shift in the theme. But yeah, that's going to be coming. I have a story that I'm writing on Tumblr at the moment. Hit a bit of a snag at part 2. So I also had a thought about how I'm going to complete the 10 parts for that story, because I do sort of know where I want it to end. It's just sort of getting it to that point with enough interesting plot points to actually get 10 parts out of. While still making it each part interesting to read. And then I've watched Endgame myself. I have a review coming. Will be the last video for this month. And so my Twitter link down in the description now will no longer be for the Marvel rewatch, which I basically failed doing one a day in the last like 2 weeks. So but I will be posting updates and stuff down there, thoughts on certain things, you know, the general stuff people use Twitter for, I guess. So yeah, mean a whole heap if you could follow me there. I had a friend visit to watch Endgame, so I may encourage them to do a review as well, and I'll link that in the description for that video. And obviously yeah, that'll go there. And then I had another thought in my head and I can't think of what it was now. So I guess I'll let it just come back to me some other time. Night to A2, and I'll check you later.